Welcome to our video today, where we're going to explore an important topic in software development, accessing a component's enabled property through an interface. This subject might seem specific, but understanding how to properly interact with components and their properties is crucial for building robust, maintainable, and user-friendly applications. In many cases, developers need to control or check the state of UI elements or other components dynamically based on various conditions. The ability to access a component's enabled property allows you to do just that, whether it's to enable or disable buttons, text fields, or any other interactive element based on user input, business logic, or system state. Throughout this video, we'll break down the concepts involved in accessing these properties through an interface. We'll explore why interfaces are a powerful tool for achieving this goal and discuss the steps you need to take to implement this functionality effectively. By the end of this discussion, you should have a clear understanding of how to access and manipulate component properties in your own project. To start, let's define what we mean by enabled property. In the context of UI components or other interactive elements, being enabled means that the element is active and can be interacted with by the user. This could be a button that can be clicked, a text field that can accept input, or any other component that responds to user action. Interfaces play a crucial role in accessing these properties because they provide a blueprint or classes that implement them. An interface defines a set of methods and properties that must be present in any class that implements it. This means you can guarantee the presence of certain functionality without needing to know the specifics of how it's implemented. When working with components, having an interface through which you can access their enabled property provides several benefits. Firstly, it decouples your code from the specific implementation details of the component classes, allowing for greater flexibility and easier maintenance. Secondly, it makes your code more readable because other developers, or even yourself at a later time, can quickly understand how to interact with components without needing to dive into their internal workings. So, how do you access a component's enabled property through an interface? The process starts by defining the interface itself. This involves specifying the methods and properties that will be available for any class implementing this interface. In your case, you'll want to include a property or method related to enabling disabling. Next, any component class that needs to be controlled in such a way must implement this interface. Wow! This means adding the specified methods and properties to the class, along with their implementation logic. For the enabled property, this would involve storing its state internally within the class and updating it as necessary based on external inputs or internal logic. Finally, when you want to check or modify the enabled state of a component from outside, such as from another part of your application's code, you can do so through the interface. Because all components implementing the interface guarantee to have this property, you can safely access and manipulate it without worrying about compatibility issues. Interfaces provide a powerful way to define contracts for classes that implement them. Accessing a component's enabled property through an interface decouples your code from implementation details and enhances readability. To implement this approach, first define the interface with the necessary properties or methods. Then ensure any relevant components implement this interface. In accessing a component's enabled property through an interface is a flexible and maintainable way to control UI elements dynamically. By leveraging interfaces, you can write more adaptable code that's easier to read and modify over time. We hope this explanation has been helpful in clarifying how to work with component properties through interfaces. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to explore further, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if it helped you, and consider subscribing for more content, software development, and related technologies.